Thanks to drafting committee for putting very hard effort to take every point together here as a statement. And a special thanks to all of you, because without your very articulated, very committed, very passionate deliberations, this could not be possible here to draft anything. So thanks to all of you. I endorse, I own, I accept this document on behalf of Ekta Parishad, which is an alliance of more than 2,000 community-based organizations, represented by indigenous people, represented by fisher folks, nomads, women farmers, young farmers, and thousands of agricultural laborers. So I endorsed this document on behalf of all of those people and all of the different community. This document for me, it's a very important document because I felt it's talking about the earth democracy, a new model of democracy when we are talking about saving our earth. So for me, it's a document of hope which actually tries to bring new ideas for earth democracy. When I say earth democracy, I have a feeling of 4 different components. The first component is actually gives a lot of hope to me, to us, to my organization, and to all of us, to strengthening our culture of resistance. I mean, every day we are in the resistance. Every day we are fighting. Every day we are creating something. But it re-energizes again to strengthen our culture of resistance. And it's very important because it's a fundamental for democratic world. It's a blessing of all those rebellions and martyrs who lost their life, who sacrificed their life to save this planet, to save this earth, and to secure the land rights for all of us. And it's a way to build the message for next generation of social activists. And all of this, it's extremely important because we want to create a global world, a global village, which should be free from hunger, inequality, and violence. So that's why it's a fundamental for earth democracy. The second component, which I think it's extremely important, which is very much reflected in this document, considering the finite and the limitations of the natural resources, we are emphasizing the intergenerational equity. We don't want to consume everything for this generation and for today. We want to save this earth. We want to save this planet. We want to save our forest and land for the future generations. And this is very much reflected in this document. The third, the challenging the whole violent economy, which is extremely important because every day there is a violence in our life. Sometimes it's a structural violence, sometimes it's a physical violence, sometimes it's an invisible violence, which is very much there all of around us. So in this document, we are talking about demolishing the discriminatory and the danger approach of all those transnational organizations or institutions or the violent state, and to save this world, because we don't want to divide the society. We don't want to divide the world. So that's how it's extremely important to fight and to re-energize ourselves to go against the violent economy. For me, this document is also important because it's very much talking about creating a new sorts of democratic space. A democratic space so that we can secure the dignity, identity, and livelihood of the millions and millions of the marginalized community in the world. For me, this document, we own this document because we want to build much bigger action. We want to do much larger action because we want to save this Mother Earth. We want to save this Mother Earth, not for just us, but for the coming generation and for the tomorrow. So I endorse this document. We own this document on behalf of Ekta Parishad. Thank you.